This is Rabbi Yossi Madvig from Chabad of Oswego. Every week, for just 2 to 5 minutes, we'll not only learn about the Torah portion, but also see how it's relevant to current world events, as well as our own personal lives.
Have you ever wondered why the 10 plagues are split up into 2 Torah portions? It would make much more sense to have them all in one, and then have the Exodus take place in the next. The reason is because the plagues aren't just some historical event. They represent something much deeper. We can see this by the amount of plagues in the 2 parshas. Last week, in Parshas Vayera, there were 7 plagues: blood, frogs, lice, wild animals, pestilence, boils, and hail. This week, in Parshas Bo, there are 3: locusts, darkness, and death of the firstborn. In Kabbalah, 7 often represents the midos, or emotional attributes of the soul. 3 reflects the intellectual powers. Shem Mishmuel, written by Rabbi Shmuel Bornstein, the second Sochotchover Rebbe, explains that each one of these plagues was intended to rectify and elevate one of those attributes and transform it into a godly characteristic. The desires of the Egyptians were pure evil. Hence the content of the plagues, blood, frogs, etc., were things that are forbidden or impure. They are a category unto themselves. But the intellect is a different story. While one can have bad emotions, the intellect isn't bad, but can only be used for good or bad. That's why these plagues were locusts, many of which are kosher according to the Torah, darkness, and death of the firstborn. And while murder is forbidden, various forms of justified killing are allowed. Shem Mishmuel explains that just as the first 7 plagues eliminated the emotional power of evil in the Egyptians, so the final 3 plagues took out the intellectual power that the Egyptians had invested in evil and gave it to the Jews to be used positively, to receive the Torah and serve God. Shavua Tov.